Hello, this is Smarter Prepping with Uncle Mark, and I'm Uncle Mark. All right, today I want to talk about people fairly close to me who have died. Now, keep in mind, there's only three that really kind of got me, really kind of messed me up, I feel kind of damaged. My father, okay, who died in 2001, first wife Pam, who died in 2008, and second wife Tanya, who died about 2 years ago, is March of 2022. But I got to looking. I had a nice calendar here, and I started marking things in my calendar. I got thinking, wait a minute, what? Who? Uh, and I wrote down. I started writing up. Okay, my father. And today's Saturday. Today is. I was going to say. I always say, okay, today is Saturday, the 27th of January, 2024. Right? Today is Saturday, 27th of January, 2024. And look at this. On this wall, I have a page from the calendar of 2001. And my father died about 2:05 a.m. on a Saturday. I'm just saying, it happens. Every so many years you'll have your January will be laid out the same as the January of a different year, right? That the 27th falls on a Saturday. So I'm just saying, back in 2001, my father died. When my father died, the 27th fell on a Saturday. So I'm just saying it just makes this year interesting for that connection. And nowadays we have the internet. I was interacting with different people, and somebody mentioned, hey, it's International Holocaust Remembrance Day. Okay, you could also call it the International Day in memory of the victims of the Holocaust. It was the day that the Red Army liberated the Auschwitz concentration camp. 27th of January, 1945. 27th of January, 1945. So we'll mention that as the first one chronologically in all these dates I'm going to list, okay? 1945 was before 2001. My father was in World War II, but he was in the Navy blowing up German submarines. He was nowhere near Europe or Auschwitz or whatever. Okay, so I'm going to go over here and look at the pictures and show you the pictures, and I'll show you the sequence of everybody who died and all the people I'm going to mention here and why. Okay. This is my family I was born into, okay? And so this list that I have here, by the way, there's all kind of, I lost all kind of grandparents and aunts and uncles before this list starts that I haven't, the dates didn't stick in my mind. And I'm not messed up with grief right now. I'm just saying, it seems silly to totally disregard, when you look at your calendar and say, wait a minute, this is the day of remembrance is what you could call it for when my father died. Anyway, so on this day I'm making this video, and I'm starting off with the first one in this list is my mother. My mother died. It's the image of my mother here. Okay. That was 1971, so she was in her 40s. Here's my mother 2 years before she died. My parents got married in excuse me, they got married in 1947 at the age of, they were both 22 years old. So this was taken at the 50th anniversary. She was 72 years old. My mother was 72. They were both 72, right? This was taken in 1997. So my mother died on the 16th of April, 1999. Okay? So in the next big death, I was in my father's hospital room when he died on a Saturday, like I just said, the 27th of January, 2001. My father here, then my father here, obviously, in 1997. So he died 4 years after that picture was taken, right? 97. Yeah. So that was my parents' 50th anniversary. So mother and father. Okay. Then next is my first wife, Pam. There's Pam. There's Mark and Pam. Mark and Pam. Mark and Pam. See? Mark and Pam. I'll make sure I aim my camera, right? Pam was born totally disabled. She and two of her brothers were born totally disabled. Okay. That's the original family of five. Yeah, my light sort of glare. I guess that light glares because I got the wrong angle on it or something. I don't know. Anyway, point is, I went to a lot of funerals of this family as well. That brother-in-law, father-in-law. Anyway, but I'm not including that in this list because it didn't stick with me as much, okay? So, Pam, that was the biggest thing after my father died, was the 11th of March, 2008, right? Okay. Then after that was Linda. I wasn't going to include Linda, but Linda's on my grave marker. Linda. There's Tanya and Linda, right? Second wife, Tanya, who's of course featured down here, right? Tanya. And this is a picture taken by before we met and got married. She and her sister Linda, his younger sister. She died of a heart transplant, long story. She died, when did she die? Linda. 23rd of June, 2015. 23rd of June, 2015. Like I say, I didn't really get to know her that well. The grief didn't hit me that hard or anything, but Linda's ashes are in the casket with Tanya, with Tanya's body. And her name's on our marker. The marker has Mark and Tanya and Linda on the marker. So to leave her off the list would seem kind of silly, okay? She's kind of involved, okay? Then my oldest sister, Adana, that's the one here with the yellow. My oldest sister, Adana. She's been smoking cigarettes 50 years. I don't want to get into all the different causes of death of everybody. I don't want to take too much time here, but boy, that was smoking cigarettes 50 years. So Adana died the 18th of June, 2016. Okay? And then Brigitta, oh my gosh. Here's my brother Brent. His wife Brigitta, this was taken 30-some years ago because this man is now 41 approximately. Oh my gosh, I got the glare too much. Too much glare on here. But anyway, my brother and his wife, Brent and Brigitta. Where do I get my glare? I gotta get an angle so I don't get the glare. Oh my gosh. Anyway, but that's Brigitta. Ah. Anyway, so Brigitta died on the 18th of December, 2021. Okay, and then my brother Brent died the 28th of January, 2022. That's right after the 27th, right? I just talked about the 27th that I started this with, okay? And then my second wife, Tanya, died the 10th of March, 2022. So the way this plays out on my calendar, when I look at my calendar each year, starting with now, I'm sitting here looking at Holocaust Remembrance, yes, of 1945 and 2001. My father died January. So every year on January 27th, I'll be saying, yeah, Holocaust and my father. The very next day, January 28th, I'll say, okay, 28th of January 2022 is my brother died, my younger brother, okay? Then every year, I'll be looking at, when March rolls around, I'll be looking at the 10th of March, and that's the grief that hits me the hardest now. I'll be saying, okay, there's Tanya, 10th of March 2022. And the very next day, the day Pam died, the 11th of March 2008. And then nothing in April, next month in April, on the 16th of April 1999 is when my mother died. And then you go to June, there's 2 deaths in June. 18th of June 2016, my sister Adana died. And then on a little later in June, 23rd of June 2015 is when Tanya's sister Linda died, and then all the way to December, a week before Christmas. So every time the holidays come around, 1 week before Christmas, 18th of December 2021 is when sister-in-law Brigitta died. Okay? Sorry I didn't have a real good picture of Brigitta here. I keep getting the glare on it, but that's not the one with the shoulders bare, but the one next to her. Okay. In the middle of the shot, dude with the mustache and the white shirt, and Brigitta's below this Brent and Brigitta. Sorry I don't have a real good picture of Brent and Brigitta up here. Anyway, so I guess I'll give it up. It's already up to 9 minutes. So, as Tanya always said, are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Later, Tater!